Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 20 of the Essential Zodiac Podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia McNulty.
And I'm producer, Audrey Fannin.
And before we get into our episode, I wanted to remind everybody that I have 2023 pre-order information up on my website. There's several types of forecasts to choose from and a lunar return planner available. There's a link right on the welcome page, so you don't have to go searching, right on the welcome page of my website. And also, all you November babies out there, there's still time to order your solar return. That information can be found under current promotions. Click on that and you'll see the happy birthday offer. So, this episode is about the new moon in Sagittarius. Now, that'll be happening on November 23rd, right before Thanksgiving. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Now, Sagittarius in general is good energy. It's a fire sign. It's a mutable fire sign, meaning it's flexible. It's ruled by Jupiter, which is benevolence, expansion. It's our largest planet, so it means abundance. So and the new moon, of course, is new beginnings, new intentions. So this is a great time to sit down and think about what you would like to begin in the spring, right? To get your plans and desires, for the coming new year, right? See what you want to, in what direction you'd like to go. Now, Sagittarius oversees our spirituality, philosophy, higher education, and long-distance travel. Jupiter, like I said, is the great benefactor. So Jupiter, even when retrograde, is a positive type of energy. More than likely, because of this expansive energy, will be feeling more charitable during this time of year, which is kind of what happens anyway. People are, it might be a struggle this year, but, people do find, themselves getting into what we call the Christmas spirit, more charitable, maybe more forgiving. It's very nostalgic. So, think about how maybe you would want to convert that during this new moon into some new intentions. Now, this new moon is trailing the total lunar eclipse we recently experienced in Taurus. So as such, this is not the time to spend a lot of money, since this lunar eclipse in Taurus can conclude or end aspects of our finances. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which also rules not only aesthetics, but finances. Now, at this time, Venus and Mercury are also in Sagittarius. Therefore, we will have plenty of loving, intuitive energy to support our spiritual growth and our development during this season. Now, Mars is still retrograde, so we may not be really feeling the urge to take action. Instead, this will probably lead us to a deeper introspection, which is pretty natural for this time of year. As we get deeper into winter and the colder months, it is more of a time of, staying in, of reflection, of, staying cozy and warm and not really venturing out there too much. So now we're going to take a brief pause, and when we come back, I have a simple tarot spread that you can use for this new moon.
The Essential Zodiac Podcast comes to you every other Friday with timely insights into astrology and lunar energy and suggestions for how to make the most of them in your daily life. Visit EssentialZodiac.com to explore Cindy's services and products. I'm a longtime client of Cindy's myself, and I've been getting the daily astrology forecast for years now and highly recommend it. You'll find that, plus the monthly astrology forecast and the monthly lunar planner under the 2023 Pre-Order Astrological Forecasts tab on the website. And if you have someone in your life who's hard to find a gift for, you can also find gift certificates on the site. Now back to you, Cindy.
Thank you, Audrey. I appreciate that. So now we're going to do a tarot spread and tap into this new moon energy. Now, the tarot card associated with Sagittarius is Temperance. It's numbered 14, and it refers to the blending, moderation, and tempering of disparate elements to achieve the balanced whole that is inharmonious with all of its parts. Now, if you look at the tarot card Temperance, and if you don't have a deck, you can Google, and they have all sorts of beautiful tarot cards you could pick. And you see the angel is pouring liquid from one chalice into another, and that's of course a culinary term called tempering, which you use, like I said, to blend and make things harmonious. So Sagittarius accomplishes this by exploring the far reaches of both the physical and philosophical world to expand on or temper what is already known. The angel's beautiful red wings represent blood or life, while the triangle on her dress means spirit, and it's also the elemental symbol for fire. The angel's feet are also symbolic of the eternal pilgrimage or spiritual journey. By showing one foot in the water and the other on the shore, we are reminded that our greatest wisdom lies in the art of balancing. And lastly, the iris flowers are indicative of the goddess Iris, who provides the link between God and humanity. Like Sagittarius, she travels from one end of the world to another, building on something that is bigger and brighter than herself. While Sagittarius is depicted as an archer and associated with adventure and risk-taking, there is also a fair amount of temperance required to hone one's skills so that seizing the opportunity and taking risks are successful. You don't want to just go in there blindly, right? You want to have, if you're going out into the unknown, you certainly want to have a good background and a good plan. Now, for this simple intention action tarot spread, what you want to do is place the Temperance card down in front of you. Shuffle your tarot deck, then pull 2 random cards from the deck. Place one on the right side of the Temperance card and the other to the left, and you want to place them face down. Now, on the right, this card will represent what you can do to support your intention for the new moon. And then on the left, what action can you take to accomplish this? So you want to study them, you want to put them down in your journal, you want to meditate on them. And I've got some journal prompts as well that you can use along with this. So after you've pulled your tarot cards, use these prompts to explore intentions further. 1, am I one with my intentions? Right? Okay. Am I one with my intentions? And another prompt, what is my plan of action? Right? So what is your plan of action? How are you going to accomplish these intentions? You know, we don't have a lot to work with as the tide turns and we get more into the winter months. So make sure you pick one thing. You don't want to have, 10 things you're trying to get ready to do. So, pick one thing and work on that. And also think about what you would like to begin in the spring, because of course then you'll have a lot of time to manifest any goals and desires. So the year 2023 energy, I've been starting to take a look at that, and I'll have a lot more information coming along. I'll probably do a Zoom podcast. I'll definitely be doing a special podcast for the 2023 energy. So this energy seems to be taking us down a deep dive to our soul mission, purpose, and destiny. This dynamic will impact us each at some level. So stay tuned for this. I'll probably be doing the predictions in January. And remember, with astrology, you can chart your life's course.
The Essential Zodiac podcast is on all of your favorite podcast platforms. And Cindy is also on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and even Twitter. We hope you'll like, comment, follow, and share the podcast. And if you have a question for Cindy, or if there's an astrological topic you'd like to learn more about on the podcast, just send an email to eezpodcast@yahoo.com. Thanks to all of you who have signed up for Patreon to support the production of this podcast. If you'd like to become a patron too, check out the perks on the website, essentialzodiac.com. The Essential Zodiac podcast is produced at Muddy Creek Studios near Winston-Salem.